Welcome to Timeless Takeover, your no BS guide to lasting anti-aging and longevity solutions. Hosted by Marissa.Method, founder of Timeless Skin and Wellness, this is your exclusive source for honest anti-aging solutions and elevated wellness. We offer a full-scope approach to beauty and vitality because at Timeless, we believe aging is optional. Serving discerning clients across Denver Metro and Northern Colorado, your transformation begins here.
If you're chasing energy, immunity, and glow, IV drips and peptides might be your new best friend. Welcome, everyone. Julie Schwenzer, co-host and producer in the studio with Marissa.Method, the founder of Timeless Skin and Wellness. Marissa, it's so great to be back with you.
Hi, Julie. Yes, thank you so much for the introduction. I'm happy to be here.
Well, thanks for joining us. So let's dive into today's topic. How do IV drips and peptides support vitality from the inside out?
Yes, this is such an interesting conversation. This is something that I feel like we have all been completely deprived of when it comes to optimizing our system, and things that we should honestly be learning about at a much younger age than now. I love the idea of incorporating internal wellness into anti-aging, and it's such a missing piece in so many things that we practice today. So the short answer is, in medicine, the biggest missing piece to what we're doing is missing supplementing what our body is deficient in. So one thing we do at Timeless is we run multiple different tests and scans. We offer epigenetic testing. We offer a lot of different blood panels to figure out what your body specifically is deficient in. So the US medical system, unfortunately, looks at everything from kind of a normal range. And unless you're working with a special practitioner and somebody who is trained in optimizing wellness, they're not going to look at everything from exactly that, an optimization standpoint. So now, with new testing and new studies, we can help you optimize everything. And often that is incorporating supplements at a much higher level than just taking a multivitamin in the morning. So how do we prevent disease, optimize our wellness, keep our body hydrated, and fully supplement the things that we are deficient in? Well, one of the best ways to do that is through IV supplementation. We really pride ourselves at Timeless to offer all supplements that don't have preservatives. So that's another thing that a lot of people are not really thinking about when you're getting an IV. Imagine getting a beautiful pure vitamin C, but it's full of like 6 different stabilizers and preservatives. It's highly disturbing. So we really pride ourselves in making sure that anything we sell to our clients and any service that we offer is going to be third-party tested for heavy metals, tested for purity, and make sure that we're not putting any unnecessary stabilizers and preservatives in things like our vitamins. Peptides, that is something that I can go on and talk about forever. Peptides are kind of this new world of medicine. We all know that peptides are a chain of amino acids that are in our body, and they're responsible for some sort of task. Fun fact, the most widely used peptide is insulin. So we all know somebody who is on insulin. Unless you're overdosing on insulin, there are very few negative side effects for the person who needs insulin. You know, they become 100% reliant on insulin supplementation. So when you think of peptides kind of from that perspective, there are thousands and thousands of peptides out there, and we offer a handful of really popular peptides. Some of the most popular peptides and the mainstream peptides that we're offering are BPC 157. That one is very specific for inflammation, tendon and tissue repair. It's kind of become a non-negotiable in my practice, and especially in my household, for recovery, and especially if you're struggling from chronic pain or recovery from an injury. And another one that we often use is the CJC 1295 peptide. That peptide is going to help the body produce and release human growth hormone without taking a hormone. So that's kind of just a basic breakdown of what's going on with peptides. Peptides is kind of this gray area of medicine right now. There's a lot going on with the FDA. There's a lot going on with regulations, but we're here to take all of that off of your guys' shoulder and promise you that we're going to provide the highest tested and most pure peptides that there are to offer.
And mentioning, to add to what you're talking about with the purity, that was really interesting what you said about the IV blends and how people should look out for things that could be mixed in with it and that there should not be preservatives in it. I think that's a great tip that people might not be thinking about when they get it. So with that, what are some of the more popular IV blends that you offer?
Yeah, so one that's always going to be very popular is going to be the Hangover IV. Ours is called the Next Day. It's a rejuvenating IV. It's going to help detox some of the toxins out of the system a little bit. You can add Zofran and a few other additives to that to help with nausea, headaches. But in my, I guess, client group, the most popular IV drip is our Timeless IV, and that's our beauty IV. But when I say beauty, again, we're thinking of this from an internal and external perspective. Our skin is the biggest sign of our health, and your skin is going to show you if something's imbalanced. So for me, after I do an IV or when I'm really consistent, sometimes I'm doing IVs a couple times a month, I'm like, wow, my skin looks great. So that one's going to focus on skin health. And again, detoxing our organs and helping fuel our detox systems so that we can live an optimized lifestyle.
In addition to skin and the look and appearance, what about how clients have reported how they're feeling after they start these treatments, especially with the IV?
Yeah, IVs is something that when people are coming in for IVs, it's often because they don't feel well. So instantly you're going to get a quick fix with an IV, but the IV isn't targeting what's imbalanced in the system. So instant relief from a hangover, especially from somebody who's really healthy and doing all the right things, they're going to see an instant difference. For somebody who maybe needs to dig a little deeper into those imbalances in the system, they might feel an instant relief. And then they're coming back 10 days later because they're like, oh my God, I felt so good for 3 days, but now I'm back at square one. So that's, again, just a reason that we look at everything from internal, external, and the entire system to make sure that we're not doing any disservice to our clients. We're never just selling a service. We're always educating and selling a treatment plan for best results.
And a last question for you, Marissa. Are there any safety protocols clients need to take before they receive these treatments?
Not necessarily. In a perfect world, for best results, you want to be not consuming inflammatory ingredients and not drinking alcohol and soda and things like that days before any treatment. But again, we offer that Hangover IV. So obviously there's not a requirement in that regard. We have very highly skilled practitioners and nurses that do those treatments. So they're going to make sure to handle all of the things that are necessary for safety before the treatment.
Okay, Marissa, thank you again for all those great insights. This has been really helpful, and I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot more clients soon.
Yes, that's my favorite thing to do. So thank you so much, Julie. It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Invest in the best version of yourself. Call us today at 303-800-1821 or visit timelesssandw.com to schedule a consultation. Discover what it means to age with intention and elegance.